The first thing that struck me wasn't the shimmer of her dress. It was the familiarity of his hand resting on her lower back, an easy, possessive gesture that didn't belong to me. Across the ballroom, I stood stiffly, champagne trembling in my hand, the light from the chandelier scattering across her silver gown. She looked radiant, stunning in a way that no longer felt mine. And the man beside her, Robert Hale, moved with the kind of confidence that suggested he already owned everything in the room, including her. 2 weeks earlier, she had mentioned the gala in passing. "It's just work," she'd said, rushing out the door. "Formal networking. You'd hate it." I trusted her words, as I always did. But then, a colleague mentioned that spouses were encouraged. Later, when I finally checked the RSVP, accessible to both of us, her response was clear. Yes, bringing guest Robert Hale. That was when the cold first settled into my chest. I went anyway. The air smelled of expensive perfume and polished wood. A soft quartet played near the stage. I watched her lean toward his quiet words, laugh in a way that used to belong to me. His hand lingered on her waist, practiced, comfortable, like they had rehearsed this moment. I followed as they moved toward the bar. Her hand brushed his arm. His fingers stayed there. I stepped forward. Emma froze. The color drained from her face. "Daniel," she whispered. Robert turned slowly, a faint, amused smile playing at his lips. "Ah, the husband. I've heard about you." I kept my voice steady. "I'm sure you have." Emma's voice shook. "Daniel, why are you here?" "To see what's supposedly so dull." I replied. Silence wrapped around us, heavy and sharp. Robert sipped his drink slowly, savoring the moment. Emma grabbed my arm. "Please, let's go somewhere private." The balcony was cold, wind biting at my cheeks. I spoke softly. "You came here as his date. Did you think I'd never find out?" She swallowed, voice barely audible. "It's not what it looks like. He wanted me there. Professional." "Professional?" I repeated, imagining his hand on her back like he owned her. Her eyes glistened with tears. I couldn't say no. He has power. My career, I wanted to protect it. I didn't need more. In that silence, the truth was already there. "How long?" I asked. Her mascara streaked down her cheeks. "A few months. I don't know, something inside me, it just broke. Every day we shared felt like a lie." She stepped closer. "You weren't here, Daniel. You were distant. Don't blame me." Through the balcony door, I saw Robert laughing with colleagues, untouched, confident. I exhaled slowly. "You said he's powerful." "Let's see." Her eyes widened. "Daniel, please, you'll ruin me." I looked at her, the woman I once knew. "You already ruined us." I walked back inside. Robert straightened, smirk faint on his lips. "Everything all right, Mr. Reeves?" "Perfect," I said, setting my glass down. "Thank you," he murmured. "For what?" I asked. "For showing me exactly what kind of man my wife works for." The room froze. Whispers spread like wildfire. Emma stood in the doorway, pale, trembling. I left without looking back. I didn't go home. I drove until the city blurred, the world too loud and too empty at the same time. I still loved her. That was the cruelest part. Love doesn't vanish when trust dies. 2 weeks later, the headlines appeared. Robert resigned. Internal investigation confirmed misconduct. Emma quit shortly after. We never spoke again. Sometimes I see her in my mind, standing on that balcony, mascara running, regret etched on her face. And I wonder if she ever loved me, or just the safety I offered until ambition found someone shinier. But I remember the way she said, "A few months," and understand, some betrayals don't destroy you all at once. They hollow you slowly until there's nothing left to give. She became a stranger with my wife's face and voice. That night, when I walked away, it wasn't to hurt her. It was to reclaim myself. Sometimes, the only power left is simply leaving.